And we're live with the Cease and Desist Hour.
Welcome to the Cease and Desist Hour. No longer the show of the other name, as per the request of Vince McMahon and his entire legal team.
Good job, Danny, you dumb fuck.
I imagine Vince McMahon sitting in Titan Towers watching my program with my face on. That Azrael boy is so funny, but let's put the kibosh on this show. And I'm not trying to go to jail. Well, I'm white, so possibly I have to do community service or something, whereas Rudy and Sean Black, they get to go to Guantanamo fucking Bay. The chair for you! While I dance and maybe wear the anklet around my ankle and go wherever I feel like it. I could have a head in my back seat and no one would care. Speaking of the troubles of the country, I've gotten rid of everyone. I'm the man. I am the king. I am your God, Emperor, President for life. And let's have Sean Black and Sean Black's friend, Anthony Desiree. Come, speak to me. Tie the knot. Let's be friends.
You are a hot mess, you know that, man.
Sean, African American. I've missed you. I'm sorry for my comments about black. I don't know. Is it Sean X? What do you want to go?
Just shut the hell up, man. Hey, what's good, man?
I'm trying. We're going to be on the program together on January 6th.
I
Amped
get
Up
it.
Wrestling in Inglewood. I'm very excited to come to Inglewood, I guess.
Man. Oh, I'm very excited for you to come, too. Matter of fact, stay a little late. You know, we would like you to stay after the show for a while. That'd be nice.
Is the show after dark, Sean? I need to get home safely. You know what I mean?
It's not. Stay, yeah. Matter of fact, we'll take you to a little place just down the street, Watts. You'll be all right.
What? No. I like where this is going.
All right, hey.
Divine Intervention is in a match against the two juggernauts, the yin and the yang, the ebony and the ivory. That is Sean Black and Mikey O'Shea. And their possible tag team partner, I'm hoping for Jesus himself to come to the Zion Baptist Church and meet me in Mortal Kombat.
Morgan Freegan.
And if you're not there, then I'm right and you're all wrong.
All right, man. Now that that's out the way, what's up, man? It's your boy, the Urban Juggernaut, Sean Black, representing Amped Up, a.k.a. Mr. Hot Stevie Relations. And we in the building. I brought my man. Man, this dude right here said he's, with get to Amped Up. Amped Up is also, like I said, we all create, like, new stars, new talent, all that. And then, we also know who's local, who's the usual suspects, but hey, let's bring in somebody new, you feel me? So, I would see, throughout some little auditions, and this dude said, his dream was to be a ring announcer. So, I was like, all right, let me see what you got. And he sent me a couple videos, and man, I was blown away. So, this is our first, and like I said, we're going to give our SoCal announcers a shot. The goal is everybody work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But this dude is our first official announcer. Yeah, Mr. Anthony Desire. Desiree, I'm sorry, Desiree.
It's all good. It's all good.
I said it right.
Yes, you did. You did. But listen, you got to come out. It's going down January 6th, Inglewood, California. Listen, Inglewood is known for Showtime Lakers and Mac 10, but now it's going to get amped up. You got to come out to get amped up. You got to come out to Amped Up Wrestling. Yo, I'm already hyped. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm ready for the show. January 6th, you got to come on. Come on, I'm ready, Sean. I'm ready, y'all.
Y'all see, that's just a little sample, you know what I'm saying? And this brother just said he just practiced it all his life. And he's a pastor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm going to be right at home at the Zion Hill Baptist Church when we bring it and we take it to another level and we get amped. We get amped up.
So amped. I am freaked out. I am hopped
Oh,
up on
I'm so amped.
We are sponsored maybe by Coca-Cola. I don't know. But I am
I
freaked out on
wish.
caffeine and I am amped up and ready to go.
Y'all get me a Coca-Cola sponsor. Y'all rolling good, okay? If you can do that.
And maybe
Good
even
luck.
Jesus
Good
himself
luck.
will be there riding in on the Hindu god. Mumbo jumbo, your god looks like Dumbo, Hindus. You're a
man.
bunch of nonsense.
You always gotta go there. You always gotta take it to that level.
Buddhists, the Buddhists, Buddha couldn't win no fight. He's big and
I can't.
fat. He can't meet me in no fight. You can't meet me in no ring, Buddha. You even bigger and fatter than Sean Black himself.
Like
You
your
ain't-
eyes are censored, and I feel like your mouth should be censored.
I think we're going to get another cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
Probably.
Anthony
Yeah,
Desiree,
yeah.
how would you announce the name of Azrael as he comes to the ring to contest Sean Black?
On his way to the ring, Azrael!
I like where this is going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve-O
Cease and
says he will
desist.
be repping and he will be at the Amp Up show.
Steve-O was my dog, man. He was one of back when I was originally backyard days, man. He's one of those guys. It's funny because like running into him in high school and everybody's still doing it. And then I saw a couple guys I'm wrestling with. They came to that the infamous Douglas James show. Y'all remember that the SCW? Ooh, SCWA. Yeah. I'm gonna scratch that. We're gonna scratch that. Yeah, but anyway, it's cool to see. Like I said, either the guys who continue to chase their dreams, or guys that grew up and never, always still became wrestling fans. It's good to see that because like I said, I just hit 33, so I know he's 33, 34, so that's pretty dope. Wrestling spirit lives on.
That is very old.
Very nice.
33, 34 years old. That is practically dead.
This Justin, the Voodoo Master, loves Azrael.
And Azrael loves Voodoo Master. We're from the same neck of the woods in Louisiana. I'm practicing Vadoon a little bit myself. I can make the hibbity-jibbity, the flip-flop, flippity flu, and scare the bejesus out of you people. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
good. You already
I
have
haven't
it
been
ready.
around, but I've been seeing this Voodoo Master
Just in a second.
around a lot. I haven't seen. Heard he's been wrestling. He's out of OCCW school, so
Actually,
he's got a
if you
good
want
look
to face
to
it into the
him.
background.
And I want
Yeah.
to check him out, man. So Voodoo Master, if you there, remember, handle the training and hit up. Like I said, it's your world. You hit up as many companies as possible.
Yes.
You got a lot of time, you know. We see you. We see you at Disneyland and cupcaking and all that, but but make sure to handle, do what you do, So, all right.
He's like Pentagon, but he won't bankrupt you.
All right.
Enlist Voodoo for your promotion.
We also saw, Sean, that you already have people against Amped Up Wrestling.
You know what? I'll say it like this: I've always, how to say it? Pro wrestling. My experience, I was always the guy that, that always wanted to be. I made mistakes. I always felt like I'm gonna walk into the game and be everybody's friend. It's gonna be, we're gonna be brothers and all that on the road. We're all wrestlers and all that. Boy, did I get a rude awakening. But one thing you can say, man, about me is Sean Black ain't never changed up on nobody.
Sir.
Signed, not signed, anything. What company you are, all that. Say I gotta make sure. I would never look down on somebody or just change up. I would never. If I had a problem or issue, I would say it to your face. You ain't gotta always throw your hands up and look up on people or whatever. Just talk to people. Don't hide behind a chat. You know what I'm saying? A group chat. You say all this people say all this reckless stuff in their little personal chats. I was, there was a time I was in the mix too. But I mean, we gotta start. Instead of if you feel somebody doesn't wrestle a certain way, whatever. Point it to some training, give them some advice. Don't go behind the back and then just make fun of them and then go to places to get them buried.
Absolutely.
Yeah, simply just point them to a school. We supposed to be wrestlers. Our job is to create a masterpiece. So why would you go into, and I'm sorry if I'm breaking whatever rules or whatever, why would you go into a match saying I'm going to hurt this person or I'm going to deliberately mess them up to make this match look stupid? When
Right.
it takes two or X amount of people to create this
Teamwork
this
makes
puzzle.
the dream work.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's
That's right.
sickening. It's real sad.
That's right.
So, and I understand, like I said, we all got, we all don't get along, there's all that. But at the end of the day, our job and our passion is to entertain the fans.
Yeah.
Give them what that same energy, that same spirit that puts you on to wrestling. A lot of guys, they get up high, they forget that, And let's not talk about people selling their souls, if you know what I'm saying. I've heard some things. I've heard some stuff about people getting on certain shows. That's a whole different. I ain't trying to get the wrestling Illuminati on me, so I'm straight.
Well, you certainly have a lot of support. If you read through the comments, you have comments like, you have the right attitude, you have the proper ambition, just all kinds of people supporting you guys.
And last but not least, because like I said, I want to take up because we got several wrestlers coming on. This amped up project is not Sean Black trying to get rich scheme. It's not the Sean Black show. All I was given was asked for several years by my city, my people I'm cool with, all that. When is wrestling going to come to our side? How come there's no shows in Inglewood, Compton, Gardena? Face it, there's, we got to keep it real. There's, some places racial issues, some places gang issues. Everybody got different stories. People don't want to drive too far. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people feel comfortable, and and the same thing for other places. A lot of people would come to me. I go everywhere, but not everybody like that, and it's understandable. This is another outlet that people have offered to give me. I got to pay some money out of my pocket, but I want to do it because I was a young African American kid in the city who loved pro wrestling, who loved comic books, who loved everything that supposedly I wasn't supposed to because it wasn't hood, it wasn't cool. But I was different.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, and there's a lot of kids that want to reach out, but they don't have because they get teased, they get bullied.
Yeah.
And right now, you got at Santino's. I look at it. I just met another. What's this kid's name? LaRon something. He told me he's rapping, and he said he's also gonna go start training at Santino's, all that. And people are getting these flyers from all these wrestling schools, and it's more open. It's more. Can you imagine? It's like I said. It's not just about wrestling. We have another opportunity to change people's lives, to stop that person from doing that drug deal, stop that person from gangbanging, stop that person from, dope slanging, committing crimes.
Right.
What if that athlete? Not everybody who's good athlete make it to the sports. Yeah. There's so much hidden talent in these cities. Yeah, pro wrestling is social media everywhere. The indies are popping. Japan. I'm in my hood, and I see a guy at a gas station, big 600-pound brother, bumping music, all that. He get out with a damn Bullet Club shirt. Not a brainwash anybody, but Bullet Club. Yeah. It's so much access. This is what it's about. We bring it into the city. Here we coming from Inglewood, Compton, Carson, Long Beach. I know PCW got Wilmington. Hey, we'll take Torrance. We'll take Redondo. We just, like I said, we just spread the word. We take it to the world.
Yeah, I think that's the key thing. We're trying to bring it to the inner city. We're trying to make that impact. I mean, myself, I grew up in Long Beach, you know what I'm saying? And being a big wrestling fan, I mean, I was addicted to wrestling, and it's kind of frowned upon, in our communities. They're like, you a wrestling fan? But there's so many kids that are getting in there on Monday nights, Tuesday nights, or on the weekend that aren't really familiar with indies because they can't afford or don't know too much about it because their moms and dads aren't really taking them that direction. But we're trying to bring it to that community. We're really trying to, when we say amped up, we really want to be a beacon in that community, to amp up the community, to give them some kind of something to bring joy, to bring some hope. And I think everybody that gets on board with us, they'll notice that this promotion is a lot different than a lot of other promotions out there because there's not just a focus on trying to make money or trying to belittle other wrestlers, but it's an idea that we're going to empower the community to get amped up. Absolutely. That's the whole thing. That's the whole vision.
Yeah, we're going to have that music. We're going to have the beats for you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have some fun. Like I said,
bobbing our heads like
yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Front to back, back.
As racist as racist. As weird as racist as dude is right here. Hey man, we gonna show, like I said, showcase our African American or Latino wrestlers.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna showcase everybody.
Yes,
unity.
sir.
At the end of the day, it's unity. We all coming together, and we gotta do something, man, because we got so much. We know where to go to the news for all the division. We know where to go to the bad news. Let's bring something positive. Let's show some of the kids some positive messages, along with great action. We got a crazy lineup. We threw the world off with that lineup. Hey, I was hiding, and then it was funny because thanks to the wrestling guys, I mean, I'll give him a shout out, Mr. Caesar B. Black. He came and he said, Sean, your show is all over the place. You have so much potential. He made me take that card down and he revamped it. So that hot card you see is for Mr. Caesar B. Black from up north. He's got a lot of knowledge. We're going to do it for him. Hey, we're going to work in the future.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And like I said, there's a lot of guys who I separate Amped Up in three things. There's rookies. There's our vets. We got, B-Boy Bateman. Respect to those guys. B. And we got guys that need, well, I say four. We got the hot guys, like we got Judas, like guys, and then we got guys who need redemption. I've always, and this is one example, and last but not least, I was very upset when I heard this. There was a time that they were recommending wrestlers for a show. And I have watched Angel Atu come up. And I recommended him, and there was a snide comment like, LOL, Sean, we want real wrestlers.
What?
Angel Atu is...
No, it's my hetero life
came
partner.
a long way. And so, I'm sorry about that. Here we go, I'm about to get off. And that's what I'm talking about. We need to put, okay, you guys want to say slick comments, you guys want to crack on people, all right.
That's
let's
why
give
they
them a
are where they
spotlight.
are.
Yeah.
That's why they don't grow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Haters make you famous. Danielle said it and couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
That's right.
We also have a string of comments.
Yeah.
Brian Chansey says Unity. Michael Pisa says that's a great card, brother. Steve Dodge thinks that card is WrestleMania worthy.
Oh, yeah, boy, Steve Dodge.
Steve Dodge, a fan of the program.
We've got Wrestling is an Art. Let's see. Oh, the Voodoo Master says he'll be at the next OCCW show. Well, Voodoo, you'll be the only one. Everyone else will be at UEW Sovereign of Slaughter.
Ooh, shit.
I would think.
Barry, everyone else is on their card too.
I'm
Maybe
just
me and,
kidding.
all your fucking friends.
Oh, you guys the same day?
Not the best idea.
They're two totally different fan bases, so I think both shows are going to be just fine.
It's all love. That's nothing. We're going to click up with companies. Last but not least, Lawrence Jackson gave me a good quote. Lawrence Jackson, former NFL star, entrepreneur, now businessman out of Inglewood. I grew up, went to school with him. He gave me a good quote. Any man can get rich, but collaboration equals wealth. The more and more we all start clicking up, instead of being all separate and doing these joint shows and all that, people are going to start to know the wrestlers' names. People are going to start to know the companies. What happens when people know the wrestlers' names and companies? They're going to go to the shows. Right. People are going to see people like. I don't care how hot you are in SoCal right now. You can walk to any grocery store, any mall, and say, hey, do you know so-and-so? He's a pro wrestler. And they will not know him.
Right.
Why is that?
You go into any hot topic and they know the name of Azrael, baby.
You know, when I went to New Orleans and I was on Bourbon Street and yapping and drinking, and I tell somebody, yeah, I'm a pro wrestler. You know what they said? They could have said, oh, do you wrestle for WWE? No, they said, oh, do you wrestle for Wildcat? Why?
Oh, wow.
Because everybody in the city knows the guys they support.
Right.
That's what SoCal needs.
Support, absolutely.
Azrael wants you to come to Amped Up Wrestling on January 6th and see all of our tomfoolery. Pastor, you're good at turning the other cheek, right?
Yes,
You're
sir.
Good. All right, good to know. Keeping that in my mind just in case. Might be to my advantage on January 6th.
Do you have it?
Because I'm a vengeful and hateful
Go ahead
man.
and just take.
But listen, January 6th, we're going to put another definition when you hear the phrase Inglewood. It's going to be wrestling amped up style.
Yes, sir. And it is Inglewood. I know people confuse Los Angeles on the flyer, but the way the street is set up, it's like an in-between street. Like, literally, it's like a borderline street. But we still call it Inglewood.
Hold up. Talking about in between, we're talking about border.
Oh.
We get what you're trying to say, Sean Black.
We get what you're trying to say. All right. What you need to do,
Going to that upper room.
get yourself out of that chair. Make room for yours truly, Freddy Flores. I don't know what Azrael was wearing. It scared me a little bit. Y'all need to get out of here and get past it. No disrespect whatsoever, but you know, Tony the Bull's got to sit down. And
Yes, sir.
I'm just curious, Freddy Flores. I mean, if you're the special guest host, why wouldn't you want Azrael to move out of your seat?
Well, because Freddy Flores, you know, he respects a man with a nice hat. Unfortunately.
Oh, you see, I got a nice hat? Hey.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
First of all, it's not a Puerto Rican hat. You know, and, you know, Jose Altuve, he's the one who beat you up. Right? Right? Boricuas!
Viva la raza.
Like Joey said, hold up. Let's make some room for an actual champion here. No, Pastor, you can sit down. Don't worry.
All right.
Oh, you want to
Alex
stay?
says he is excited to see Amish Johnson make his SoCal debut at the Amped Up Wrestling.
Oh.
Scared the Pastor.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
We almost had a major SoCal shocking debut. Somebody who hasn't wrestled in years. So he promised me he would debut again with us.
Ooh.
So stay tuned.
Very good.
It's a re-debut. This dude was around and hot when I was here. And we've been topping it up on the internet. He says it's almost time. He has some health issues. Oh no, it's not K-Ross.
That's great.
K-Ross only health issues. He was a grown man who shitted on himself. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh.
We're not that censored.
Okay,
We're the Cease and
okay.
Desist
It
show.
was-
Hey, no, he
can
owes
speak
me money.
freely
You
here.
guys, I'm a nice guy, but there's only so many times. And dude, you know how people smell musty? He never smelled musty. He always used to smell like straight doo-doo.
Oh,
Like
man.
straight up.
Let's go.
Like you be checking your shoes and stuff like around him. Yeah, but hey, Benji Khan, K-Ross, you owe me, you owe a lot of us money. Mike, you know he owe you money?
He owes me money too.
He
Yeah.
probably owes me money. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, he got me a couple shows, but at the end of the day, I
That's
work
so funny.
My Lucha TV. hey,
Shout out
my
to Lucha TV.
My Lucha TV should work with free admission.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Don't try to bury us that way.
Please don't.
No, it's all good. So what? This guy's gonna be in the
Yeah.
City of Champions Cup.
The man known as
Cup.
Fabulous Freddy Flores will be part of that 15-man battle royal, which he plans to throw everybody over. You know, plain and simple. He's gonna win the match. He's gonna be the first ever. What do we call that?
City of Champions.
City of Champions.
Inglewood's nickname
Battle
is the
Royal.
City of Champions. Lakers.
Yeah.
Kings,
Just like
all
Freddy
that.
Flores, who is a current tag team champion in OCCW.
Well, you got Rudy, who's the actual champion right here.
Yeah, but Freddy Flores is the tag team champion. How long did it take Rudy to get that title, opposed to Freddy Flores, who won the tag team title?
I fought a giant.
All right, the last question I have for you guys. How many of you would consider having a wrestling-themed Christmas tree in your house?
Freddy
Whoa,
Flores.
that was random.
Freddie Flores is in the mood of Christmas.
I prefer plastic trees. 'Cause you can just pack them up.
Of course he did.
So if I could do that, yeah.
All right, first and second of all, I'm not gonna cut you teeth. All right, I know what you're thinking.
Nah, man.
Mountains, mountains, not trees.
I thought you were Puerto Rican. I don't see too many Puerto Rican gardeners.
We gotta make money. Always here.
Back down south they are. They're down there.
Oh, okay.
How you doing? Freddie Flores, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother. I think that'd be amazing, a wrestling-themed Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I think, for all the kids that grew up wrestling
Yeah, that's-
fans.
It's something that's trending right now. People
Yeah.
are putting their wrestling toys and making ornaments for their wrestling-themed Christmas tree.
That's
Oh,
dope.
okay. I see. Yeah. Who they got up there? Oh, they got the old cat.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out, Ferdinand. Here we go.
You call Ferdinand?
Yeah.
Cease and desist. Sean Black, cease and desist. We can't afford it.
Yeah, we're gonna get sued again.
I gotta drink this. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, take the. Oh, don't worry. Coca-Cola already sponsored us today.
Money.
Yeah.
If
got some
Coca-Cola
of that
sues
Mexican
us.
Coke.
And we totally went over the news.
Yes,
I
we
thought
do
it was
have
really funny.
a lot of news and questions up there. Would you guys rather focus on the indie scene?
Freddie Flores is actually pretty excited what happened last night.
Yeah,
Okay.
I as well.
So-
I as well.
With the two individuals, the man formerly known as Husky Harris. and-
Ooh, right before that. This just in from Tony Reyes. I'm gunning for Flores. First in the Battle Royal. And the only reason you're champion is I didn't have a real tag team partner. Ooh.
Oh.
Well, you probably should have picked a better partner, like Freddy Flores and Alexander Vega. Hold up that bell. Let me talk to you really quick.
Hey, hold on.
Top of the door.
Hey, Tony Razor being amped up too.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
I beat
yeah.
Tony once before.
Listen,
Actually,
but,
twice.
but you
You
guys
see
have
that
to
battle
understand. You have to understand something though. The City of Champions Battle Royal.
like this.
There hasn't been a
Totally remember.
true champion in Inglewood since the Lakers won the championship in the late '80s. That's going to be big.
Yeah.
So if you can pull that out,
When I pull it off.
okay.
Zip.
Wait.
No. Oh.
So you guys are talking about the...
Hey, here we go.
Yeah, we're talking about the City of Champions Battle Royal.
Oh, we got the mid-card
Okay.
belt.
Okay.
We got the main event right here too, buddy. See you soon, Freddie.
We'll just eat it until it's gone.
Is Rudy on that?
Also, buddy,
Yeah, Rudy.
we're gonna get sued for this. You can't wear Disney stuff. Come on, man.
Oh.
Come on, Disney.
It doesn't
Oh,
say
you know they does.
Cease and desist,
Actually-
ladies and
Cease and
gentlemen.
desist, Freddy Flores.
Correction. It does not have a Disney logo. It is okay. I checked.
Sister girl. Sister, excuse me,
It
miss.
doesn't matter.
All you got to do is tell everybody they're rats and not mouse.
That WWE sister sis that was something else. But Disneyland right down the street. They peeking out their windows and
Freddy Flores
shit.
party.
Yeah, but I've still got friends that work there. They'd probably just be like, it's just Dakota.
Also notice hair perfectly intact.
Very nice
Throwing it
hair.
out this. Shout out to Suavecito.
Yeah, but double it back. Hey, before we make our
They
move
took
off.
it away already. I'm sorry.
Yeah, before we make our move. Hey, I didn't know NXT's coming to USA.
Yeah.
Yes. They just had the commercial yesterday actually for it.
Okay, so it's gonna be like the get on the competition or just shows.
I'm assuming that they're just gonna have like the live shows.
Is that a set in stone? Because initially they were talking about it being for WWE week on USA.
They were, however, the commercial that I heard didn't hear anything about the WWE week. It sounded more like a permanent move. So,
Which isn't bad.
absolutely, that's something to keep an eye out for and just to see what they do with. So,
Speaking of which, throwing this out there, it's funny how Freddy Flores leaves OCCW and ends up being Divine Intervention Freddy Flores. You ever have that happen to you?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Because, once I leave that OCCW threshold, Freddy Flores happens to just go dark.
we
and all
will
of a
at the
sudden
end.
Turns into Divine. I don't know what's going on. Has that ever happened to you?
Nah, but once you
Oh,
start
but
to
we need
move
to
around
get
and you start
used
to how do you say you get into mix it up with different folks and get it
Well, he's still Freddy
extended
Flores,
character.
that's
Like
all.
for instance, shows like WPW up there, Fist Combat. Like I said, it all
So what has happened to you then?
yeah.
Let's do that.
Thankful to Battleground it all started. Now I'm doing impersonations. I barely wrestle with gear.
Yeah,
There's so
after
many
we
places
swap.
where we do impersonations now.
Do you want
Do Cosby.
What?
Do it.
Not good, man.
Yeah, when we
we
swap
see
it.
Cosby too much, man.
No.
Yeah, come to the
He's sick.
No, I can do Cosby.
Do Cosby. Come on. I'm gonna see you that often. Just do it.
First time Freddy Flores shot like what?
Can I do it? Can I do this?
Just the face. Though.
You see?
It's so good.
Maverick Pro.
Assist and assist.
The next Maverick Flow. Hey, man, that's another thing. Let that drama go.
Ooh, I do have
You made a
statement
mistake.
that they
I'm doing
released.
another impersonation there. Yeah. F what you heard. That's the past.
Well, they let it go because they got a big main event going on that
Yeah.
night.
James
They
Storm.
do.
They got
absolutely.
James Storm coming in to replace.
Very risky. Don't see them making a profit, but hey, balls to them.
Anybody else?
Well, they got put against the wall, and like I said, pretty much, that situation sucked. Don't want to keep going over it because people, once they hear, dude was just promoted at, it was co-promotion. Dude was not part of the show. I didn't even see dude at the last show. I was paid by Brian Farmer. He's no longer there.
You
He's
know
promised he's banned from the company. So Maverick Pro wants to move forward. Hey, I was treated with fairness. That that guy wasn't there. I'm glad a couple wrestlers have stepped foot forward, and we're gonna move on. So hope to see y'all Maverick Pro. I got a little surprise for you too. Another impersonation. Yeah, the other one's coming. Why you lit up?
I don't know what you're talking
Lit
about.
up like Christmas.
No, I saw you light up, so I was like, oh, okay.
What impression? What impression?
You gotta see.
Oh, wait, we gotta.
Oh, guys, what?
You gotta see. You gotta argue.
Speaking of
All
another
right.
show running.
For those of you who are curious, Maverick Pro has released a statement to free admissions. They say, hey guys, love the show. We deeply appreciate the advice and the fact that you seem to be understanding as we've been pulled through this extremely difficult situation. They have asked to address a couple of things. If you would like to read their full statement, you can go to our previous Cease and Desist show. It does say it is the wrestling hour, however that has been changed. So go ahead and you can check that out and see their statement.
Yeah. And so for right now, like I said, I'm thankful for the time you gave. Like I said, I'm not a spotlight hog, all that. I'm just very appreciative. Hopefully, like I say, before the show, we can have a little amped up night here, have some fun, bring a couple more wrestlers down. Hopefully, I get the ring, our Stephanie McMahon down that I picked.
She's in the system.
Oh, I'm sorry. our referee Zigzag, I don't know. Miss Candy that I found. It's outside the business. Like I said, another person I found outside the business. So.
Candy with a K?
Candy with a K.
Tastes just like candy.
Yeah. She real cool people.
So dance with her. She
Yeah.
tastes just like candy.
So we get a little amped up like, hey, I might even sell it, like I said, a week before the show. If it's okay, we all bring some food down.
Yo.
And for the logo, soda, you know.
Pollo Loco. No, you gotta say it right. It's El Pollo Loco.
Yeah, that.
You
Yeah.
say, what do you say? Popeyes. You can do
Yeah.
Popeyes.
Oh, so what y'all think? Well, should I bring some food down? We should have a little amped up party.
Amped up
So
party
fun.
provided by
Mike, I didn't get the
Mountain Dew.
Mike back in the day, man. When I used to say Golden Ox, he used to be, well, yeah, Jesus. You know, I didn't get that. I need that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, all
I
right.
missed that going out.
So, yeah, hopefully, like I said, we come back down and do an amped up night. But as of right now, we're going to let it to all y'all great people. OCCW still doing their thing. The champ still doing his thing. Big Mikey. So, thank you for the time. Me and my mans, we're going to be out. Thank y'all. Much love.
January 6th. Let's
January
go.
6th.
Inglewood. Amped Up Wrestling.
You heard it, the man with the voice. Sean Black, another beautiful night here at the Cease and Desist Hour, formerly known as the Wrestling Hour. Sean Black's trying to get his goodie on. Look at him dance. Look at him dance.
As always, thank you, Sean, for your
Get out of the
time.
camera. Come on.
All right, now if we can have
Obviously
how
used
the
to
heck
wrestle.
does he see with that thing on? Can you imagine?
Garbage. It's not happening.
That was the best Donald Trump I've ever seen.
Right?
Best Donald Trump.
And in one of those big, bulky mascot costumes, like how did he keep the head on and the bottoms up? And
Speaking of
dang.
him, Rudy Rogers, tail, Mikey O'Shea.
Hi.
I'm salty tonight. That was weird.
Alex
Yeah.
says
Ah.
TLM, tables, ladders, and mascots.
No, just no. I'm the baby, and I still have to say no.
It's too much. It's too much.
Mikey,
Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I didn't even produce it,
Pretty good.
Rudy Rogers.
Let's see what we got here.
Before we go on, I'd just like to let everybody know that this coming Friday I will return to MPW, which we will have just started the Millennium Cup. It's kind of like
Yeah, let's start with that.
it's kind of like it's a cup where there's like many matches, and whoever gets the most points per what?
Sorry. This just in from Tony Ray's mascot like Joey the Bull.
Anyways,
I'll be
Bird!
Hold on. I think the mascot speak for himself. Here you go.
Viva la raza.
That sounds like a mascot.
This just in from Steve-O. He says, shout out to Rudy, Mikey, Freddy. Thanks for pushing me to live my dream as a potential manager.
There you go.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Get it, Steve. SD Promotions. Shout out. Fix my bug.
Yeah, this is so.
Can't win. It doesn't say anything.
It's upside down. We're
Yeah,
good.
they
It
can't
looks-
sue you
it
if
looks
it
like-
doesn't say
Am I
anything.
allowed to wear
It
this?
looks like.
I mean, technically, Van Helsing can sue you. Or Van Halen.
Did you say Van Helsing?
Yeah, Van Helsing.
How did you get Van
You know
Halen
what?
wrong?
I watched that movie this morning.
The shirts from shirts from Walmart. Am I gonna get sued by Walmart?
Yeah. Who the fuck is Halen? What?
Van Halen. How the hell do you screw that up? Come on. I feel
Like 8
insulted.
words.
You should.
Bro, come on. Wait.
I'm insulted.
You should be. You should be. Oh, I'll hug it out, you faggots. I said baguettes. Anyway.
Baguettes.
We're done. We're
I'm
done.
I'm gonna bring you all baguettes.
I was told to go shut off your mic if something like that happened again.
Wrestling.
You know what?
Wrestling.
Fight me. Okay.
I'm gonna go shut off.
So
Delete.
we have, as we've talked about earlier, we have Sovereign of Slaughter on the 27th. We also have, is it End of the World? No, it's Cage Match.
It's Cage Match. The
Cage
same
Match.
day.
Also October. Oh my gosh.
You're killing me,
January
guys.
27th.
Wreck.
You know what? Leave
We
me
are
alone.
expecting technical difficulties. God is kind of
Don't.
having.
No, you can't use God ever again.
Oh gosh
You're
darn
gonna
it.
get in trouble for that. Okay?
Cease and desist. From the
Cease
Lord
and
Jesus Christ
desist,
himself.
Mikey O'Shea.
Oh, that's right. We're wrestling at Amped
Cease
Up.
and desist.
Amped Up has a church.
If
I
it
better
makes you
watch
feel
my
any better,
language,
Danielle
otherwise I'll
says
be
she's
banned from
insulted
wrestling
too.
inside of a church.
Danielle?
She said she
Ref Danielle?
She insulted by what? What'd I do?
Oh, Danielle, you'll be coming to Amped Up. I look
You know
forward
what?
to that.
I'm just gonna face palm
You said
for
that
you.
she was
Who
insulted
hired
by
this
what?
girl?
What did we say?
Bitch, I hired myself. Okay.
Producer
I really
Van
did.
Halen. Yeah, what?
We're
Yes,
losing
I
track
know
here.
Van Halen. Yes, I'm aware that I said Van Helsing. Get the fuck
One,
over it.
two,
Anyway.
burn!
We have Fist Combat December 8th.
9th.
Is it the 9th?
9th.
The 9th.
Good job, God.
That's, you know what? I had 8th on the flyer I had, so.
By the way, this will be
that
the
one's
last
not mine.
Fist Combat show of this year, and I believe they're going to be down January due to building maintenance.
Yes.
So please catch it before you miss it, because these shows are always hot. They're always beautiful. Ron McDonald's always just doing good stuff with that. And then the main event, I believe it's Ruby Reyes versus B-Boy versus Last Mother Star.
Shout
I
out to
believe so,
Seabass.
yes.
Seabass.
That lunatic, wonderful person he is.
And then was it True Grit versus Reno Scum?
Reno Scum.
Yes.
That
Absolutely.
worth the price of admission right there.
That's definitely going to be a good one.
I'm dope.
Mountain Dew.
Let's see. We also have Hybrid Pro. Has that happened yet?
Hybrid Pro, I believe.
there
it was
another one
Saturday,
coming up?
Sunday.
I was
It
originally supposed to wrestle for December 13th, but I believe that one got canceled. So
I think you're right.
Next two shows.
No.
Yes. Next 2 shows were canceled.
Can we talk about Woken Matt?
Yo.
Not yet.
Oh,
We're still doing.
But I kind of
We
want.
still. We gotta get through. Let's just do all the indie stuff, and then
yes.
we'll focus on that.
Wonderful.
DCW Art of War. Is anyone on that show? Do
Not
we know
me.
anybody
No,
wrestling
but shout
there?
out to Fern Owens though.
It is for Owen's show. I'm very excited for
Very
him.
happy for DCW to be back.
Love you, Fern.
Danielle says
Give
you
me a
guys
call.
should turn me off and reboot me.
Can-
That's true.
am I allowed
Just
to do
give
that?
me some coffee.
Wait,
really.
can I go turn her off now?
Oh, I thought you meant herself. I'm
No,
like,
me.
yo,
Me,
aren't
right?
you
She's talking
married,
about
my
me.
dear?
Whoa, PG.
We also have 3PW.
I took that the wrong way.
Do you want to go ahead and pull that up for me? The 3PW? Feel free to go to the 3PW Facebook page and give it a like and a share. We would love your guys' support. Hopefully they will release more information to us soon. We can't wait to see what the future holds for them.
And just for the record, TJ Perkins is no longer the 3PW
Season
heavyweight
assist. Cover it up.
champion because he's
Yeah,
now
cover-
in
cover- cover- cover-
WWE.
TJ.
That is correct.
Oh, there we go.
That is
Oh,
correct.
you gotta cover up,
Cover
Brady.
report, cover report, cover report.
What is going on?
Come on, Vanna.
I'm covering up.
Thank you for
I'm
saying
trying.
I
I'm
sound
trying to
hot.
get
Hello,
this
over.
freaking
I will remain
podcast in order,
unfazed.
and people are just like talking and going rapid, and I got this guy now.
Oh, God.
Hey, where you been?
Let's see.
Son!
He died.
AOW is making their return.
Oh, look.
Jojo the Whale, you're fucking breathing on us. Go sit in the fucking back. Right now, go sit in the fucking back. Go. Come on. I got it, Joey. I got it.
But he's my muscle.
Boru, 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 boru.
He's in your princess chair too. If you want to do that.
Oh gosh.
Wait, isn't this his fault anyway? Didn't he lose a bet?
I mean, technically, Freddy Flores is the guest host.
Yeah, technically.
Wait, just throwing this out there. Before we got cease and desisted, Freddy Flores named the show the Freddy Flores and Friends Show featuring preschool. Throwing it out there, just saying.
That's true. Freddy Flores was denied the right to change the name of the show.
Which Freddy Flores has filed a conjunction for that.
Hey,
I believe Joey is
it's
doing
okay,
that
you know what
paperwork
we
as
did
we
today?
speak. What did we do today?
Delete it.
We deleted?
Yeah, we deleted it.
You guys are too much.
I feel like I've awoken.
Okay, but Rudy, I want you to talk about AOW.
Michael Kruger is trying to have surgery, and he needs a $900 donation. So
switch to
far,
Michael
we're up to
Kruger.
$375.
Don't listen
So
to the producer!
if you want to support your fellow wrestlers who put their bodies on the line doing what we love more than anything else, please donate to Michael Kruger so he can have his surgery. Is it surgery? I don't know. I'm just trying to talk because we're losing our freaking control here. We went to freaking these two guys talking, trying to talk wrestling.
Delete. I'm gonna delete you all.
Delete?
Delete.
All of us?
All right. Did you pull up the Kruger? Okay. Both of you idiots standing in the background, duck down so we can see Kruger's pretty face.
This literally turned into a custom match.
Seriously, duck out of the way. Out of the way.
Up.
Get your faces out of the way.
He's right next to me.
Okay. That is our friend Michael Kruger. He's an amazing wrestler. He did just have a very serious leg surgery. Anyone who can help and support him, please do so. Feel free to visit his Facebook page. Give him a like and a share as well.
And producer, now can we talk about...
And just for the record, that's a mask.
What did you like us to discuss about AOW?
AOW. What we
Speaking
talked about
AOW.
earlier that I told you to say about AOW. Because
Hold up.
But we're having another return show pretty soon, yes?
Yes.
We are going to
yes,
have another return
stop.
show. We're also going to have the return of this tremendous, wonderful exit here.
Oh my God. This again?
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm going to pay people. I want to be carried around everywhere.
He's already breathing heavily.
Freddy Flores!
You guys are psychos. Oh my God. The host will not go on camera. Quit asking. Okay.
I think he died.
Well, Atu, since you took the show back over, what would you like to talk about?
Like a reggae concert.
It better be AOW. or
I'm so
gonna
glad
shoot
that you asked because I'm not supposed to be back yet, but I happen to be watching the show, and I slightly caught someone saying that I'm not a real wrestler. Who the fuck had the nerve to say that? I didn't catch who said that. Who did Sean say said that?
I don't think he named names.
No?
He did not name names.
Did he not name names?
He did not.
Oh, God, you smell like a reggae concert.
Well, I had to be because I'm ready to break. I almost fucking killed Joey the fucking bull, or at least knocked 40 fucking pounds off of him.
Fucking.
All right?
How many F-bombs is he going to drop? Like,
You know what? Do you want to hear more fucking F-bombs?
Fucking.
It's just,
Okay, now put the sensors over his mouth.
He still won't shut up.
Like we did earlier.
He still won't shut
you
up.
can go fuck yourself.
Fuck.
You fucking fucker.
Fucking fucker.
I'm just kidding. Because you know what?
Ah, why did
I
you
don't
throw
wrestle.
those? They're not yours.
Yeah,
I don't
you got
wrestle.
more, Sandra's going to kill you.
For you. I don't wrestle for her. I don't wrestle for her or her. I wrestle for the Lord fucking Atu.
I'm a
That's
guy.
who I wrestle for.
Okay,
So you guys,
Like, nobody cares.
I miss you guys.
No, you didn't.
Now back
much.
to AOW. They are making their return January 21st. They don't have their shows every month. They are hit and miss when they do have their shows. So feel free to check them out. They are awesome.
Are you gonna say where they're
I
at?
miss AOW, but I haven't been
Do
booked
you
by
know
them
where
for
they're
at? So,
actually a year
29
now.
Palms.
Thank you.
One on Sunday. On
what I
Sundays,
wanted
those
Ray
are
to
the
talk
miss
about.
days, and in Victorville on the not so miss days.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now, who saw Woke and Matt Hardy wake? Get woke. What's the proper way to say that? Get woke?
Woken.
Woken?
Because he's not broken.
He's woken Matt
He's
Hardy.
not broken, Matt. He's woken.
He's
Matt.
woken.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish,
Van
you know
Helsing
what? I
apparently,
wish I
yeah.
could show you guys that promo because it was so funny. But, cease and desist.
I heard that we can show content as long as we give
Yeah,
commentary.
as long as we review it and put.
So
on there.
obviously
We
we're
can,
reviewing the show.
but I just didn't do it.
We might as well just do it.
Is it? It's okay. We're still.
Ha! Oh, can we talk about that, please? Look at that.
I wonder if he's looking.
It's okay.
At,
We're still going.
A POV of
Delete. Or is he asking
I was
us?
gonna say POV
Wait,
of.
so I gotta
Roman
ask.
Reigns?
Did Vince kind of like ask us to delete the show?
So basically, what happened was, they already have the Wrestling Hour, even though they don't technically have a show called the Wrestling Hour.
They bought it for future projects, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically, they bought it because they're dicks. And they
wanted-
have money,
And they wanted
and
us
they
to
can.
delete this.
Yes. So we basically gave them the finger and changed it to the Cease and Desist show.
And that's why I'm salty.
Hashtag Young Bucks.
However,
Oh, are they gonna sue us now too? So do we have to call something else?
now
Yes,
everybody
sir.
critique this
Yes.
photo of Vince McMahon so we don't get another Cease and Desist order. I'm just kidding.
I just said
I'm just-
POV of Roman Reigns.
That's funny.
He looked.
It's POV of Roman and John together.
Oh, so three-way?
Oh, Hunter is holding the camera too. So it's like Vince is just completely loving it now.
Right.
Shout before we continue on,
Well, Stephanie.
because it was live and has already been exposed on the USA Network. A shout out to Pinky, Peter Avalon, Tyler Bateman. Almost said his real name.
Eric Watts.
Eric Watts. I already said Pinky.
Fidel.
Fidel Bravo.
Oh,
They actually were on SmackDown tonight. It was
very
no.
nice.
Eric Watts is no stranger, but I believe Pinky and Tyler Bateman have never been like on television yet on SmackDown. So God bless them. And Peter Avalon and Fidel Bravo actually had a match.
Congratulations,
and
guys.
Peter Avalon gets the.
That is
he's
awesome.
Been on TNA and on.
Yeah,
WWE.
and he's wrestled on both.
You mean
And
guys.
Nor Furnham?
Yeah. Nerva.
Okay.
whatever.
Fidel started training when he was really young. He was like 15, 16. He started when me and my dad had first moved back out here, and when I was a little girl.
What do you mean? He is 15, 16, isn't he?
No, he's not.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
He's the size of 15
Um,
or 16.
So the fact that he's come all this long way, and now that he's getting that chance, that's really cool. I think that's awesome. Like getting to watch his career from the time he couldn't perform because he was too young and wasn't allowed to now how successful he is. That's just really cool.
Yeah, like-
pulls.
Fidel's a fucking
No, you
beast.
know
He
what?
is.
I'm not denying that one bit. He was always
Like the longest
he was
time.
a pain in the ass the moment I met him, but a good pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
I love Fidel to death.
We did
like-
not get an actual letter.
He's not
What
a
we
pain in the
received
ass.
was
Like, he's just
through
over-exaggerating.
Facebook. So basically,
He's very lovely.
the WWE sent a cease and desist through Facebook to our page.
Oh, I wasn't.
Do we have a screenshot?
We do not have the screenshot. It was not sent to us. It was sent to
proof.
our other engineer. Hopefully, he will send it to us so we can show it to you guys next week. But
And we could all laugh.
yes, because it's ridiculous.
Because
we
we're
can all be
totally
salty.
we're totally making thousands and thousands of dollars on this podcast.
We have so
See
many
these- see these
sponsors.
glasses?
So many sponsors.
$100,000 glasses.
How do you guys feel about that absolution?
What happened there?
You know, absolution. You don't know what that is?
No.
Paige and her two friends
Oh, I love Paige.
Oh, Paige. Oh, Paige.
I'm willing to
taking
turn-
over Raw.
Hey, I'm always willing
Nice
to turn
lips,
the page.
Paige.
You know
nice
what?
lips.
She was
Which
good.
lips are we talking about?
She was great until Mickey James came back. Then Mickey James was
Nora thinks that Rudy's glasses should be black as well, since you both have dark glasses.
it's actually African American Nora, so you know.
Yeah, it's not
Hi,
black.
Nora.
It's not black with anything like that.
You know, I'll just simply say I've always loved Paige in wrestling matches. She's a phenomenal competitor. Personally, can't say because I only see what I read. But,
Has-
Right.
I hope she takes this seriously now because I believe she's on her last strike. So
Mm-hmm.
this is it. You get striked out, you're done. So God bless her, and hopefully, this is going to be a better run than her first time around.
I agree. I hope so.
This has nothing to do with Paige
We're all willing
and
to
her
turn Paige, though.
absolution, but for an NXT diva, the Pirate Princess, I'm excited for her. Kyrie,
Mhm.
yes. She's freaking awesome. She did a spot where it was drop downs. Imagine being excited to do a spot about.
Oh, you know
like
what? I
that.
saw that.
Yeah.
That was pretty clever.
Can someone please
funny.
tell me the name of the MMA fighter that was with Paige?
You know what?
Because I did.
Sonya Deville. Yes.
No, that
Thank you, Batman.
no, wasn't Oh yeah. So okay.
The other girl is Mandy. Mandy.
No, you're right. Sonya Deville.
Mandy Rose.
Brian Kendrick must be very happy right now because that girl was at the last Tough Enough, and
Really?
And obviously she
know
didn't
that.
make it. But then she went to Brian Kendrick's school and trained for a little bit before they brought her
I
up
heard
to
about that.
before they brought her up to NXT. So Brian Kendrick must be a very happy man right now.
Very nice.
And a very good
You know
trainer.
what?
You should check out his
Brian
school
Kendrick
for
had
his
another
area.
wrestler who showed up on NXT who used to wrestle for OCCW.
Are you talking about the suplex killer?
I
The
am.
Kansas
Damian
City
Smith?
Kid?
I am.
Damian Smith?
Yeah.
Shout out to him. That was pretty cool,
Was
man.
his name
brother.
Damian Smith on the show on the program?
It was.
They even called him
It
Damian.
was.
Nice,
In a
nice.
motherfucking NXT ring,
I
son.
will
Yo,
say this, too.
Damien, we got away with it.
I-
We got away with it.
I beat him once. I beat you once.
This just in
Hashtag
from
we
Tony
got away
Reyes.
with it.
Yeah.
This just in from
WWE,
Tony Reyes.
We beat him once.
Paige is on the verge of being De La Ode.
Wait, who? Who said that?
Paige? Tony Reyes? So Paige is on the verge of being De La
Ah.
Ode.
I don't get it.
It's so
It's a
funny.
verb.
It's a
Sean
pun.
Black has been De La
It's a
Ode.
pun.
Oh.
It's a thing.
No, I don't
Alright,
think
so
Paige is gonna be
I will
Dale
say
Ode
this, though.
anytime soon.
I don't mean.
I
Sean
don't think
Black
she is
is
either. I
De
think
La
she's
Ode.
got too much pull
As
right now.
example, i.e.
So,
I
hey,
mean,
did
the
you guys
fact that she
actually
came back
watch
the
the
way she
Damien
did,
Smith
as big
match?
as she did.
Did you guys watch it yet?
No.
You know, I haven't seen the match posted yet. I've just seen pictures from it.
Nigel McGuinness literally put him over like he was a freaking god at times on that. Like on
Well, you see
commentary,
his abs?
he was putting him over like crazy.
He has
Oh,
abs of-
Nigel
he has
McGuinness.
abs of a god.
Oh, Desmond Wolfe.
What? I have him on Instagram, son. You should follow him.
Angel like rubs the ab pictures.
I do.
Just ding,
Because I got to wrestle him before he got those
Okay.
abs.
Let's see.
I should send the picture of me having him in the Boston Crab.
I'm like that ex-girlfriend that broke up with the fat boyfriend.
If you
in
guys
season,
had to choose between watching Raw or SmackDown and you couldn't choose both, what would you watch over the other?
Honestly, I'd probably watch Raw just because Alexa Bliss.
You know what?
That's fair.
Damn, that sucks because SmackDown has AJ Styles.
Right?
But Raw has Bray Wyatt. And now
Their roster is so
Broken Matt
divided that
Hardy.
it's impossible to choose.
Raw, and this is the only reason why they have the extra hour.
That's true. They do.
So this ain't gonna be a real competition
gotta
when
do
it comes to
guys-
ratings
You
until
should
they
come
give
on.
SmackDown a 3-hour show.
You know,
Now, do you guys think that 205 Live is worth watching?
I think so.
you-
Let Sandra have a mic because she's missing her poor voice.
Tag.
Um,
You're in.
I'm gonna screen this
I'm
one
out.
because I can't even see myself on screen. But yeah.
Too
My
low.
ultimate argument on I was off the screen completely, so I scooted.
No, I know.
Yeah. All right, so my ultimate argument for 205 Live is Drew Gulak, bitch.
That's a good.
Drew Gulak
I heard that
No, I'm gonna turn your mic up.
what are they doing? They're doing something with 205 Live. Oh, they're doing house shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're giving their own
That
house
should be
shows.
better.
But I heard that
I know, I'm
people
sorry.
kind of
That
walk
one's
out
funky.
before their shows even start. Like,
Well, because
before
the thing they do, they already have like 3 hours of Raw, and then it's like another 2 hours of 205 Live. Like,
Why?
that's
I like-
5 hours
They
of
should-
wrestling.
I like
They
getting
should do
back
it.
on the WWE Network and watching 205 Live like at a different time.
Yeah,
I don't like
exactly.
watching it all conclusive.
Yeah, because that's like we learned this back when Championship Wrestling Hollywood used to run like tapings all freaking day. That like people get really burnt out. Like,
But you got to think of the logic of it too. Like, all right, so WWE just came into town. Like this last time they've been here is like a year or 6 months, right?
but still,
Why
people
wouldn't
get
you
burnt
want to
out.
have 5 hours of fucking just straight up wrestling? Like when I was, hey, you know what? When I was a kid,
That's because,
No, no,
dude,
all
again,
right, so
we're
when I was a
straight
kid,
wrestling fans.
When I was a kid, I went to.
Nora says, "Welcome, Sandra."
Sandra, get out. Now, Sandra, get out.
Yeah. get
No,
the fuck out.
Sandra, stay. Sandra
I was
is a
just thinking
sweet, sweet goddess, and she fixed our technical difficulties, and we love her.
Sandra, go underneath the table. Disappear.
What?
You're
no,
evil.
You stay up. All right. I've heard. That's why your throat's all hurt. I mean, I know.
Sandra actually attended Raw, right?
Yes, I
Her throat's hurt because Roman Reigns.
Wait, let me tell my SmackDown
because of
story.
Braun.
All right. I went to SmackDown.
Oh,
when
it
I
was because
was
of Braun.
I went to SmackDown when I was 11 years old, and I got to watch a fucking, I think, a Velocity and some other pre-show. So I got 4 hours of pure wrestling. Like that was heaven for me. My mom and dad were fucking burnt out and
Over
hated
it.
life, but me and my brother Gabriel, we were on cloud nine. There was,
Sandra's not gonna
Straight
get
up.
us sick.
But yeah,
oh man,
You're a
that was-
liar.
wrestling
That was
isn't
so
the
dope.
same as it was back then.
That's true.
Let's
I
be
got
honest.
to see
So the thing is,
the
people-
start of X Factor.
Exactly. So people are now, they really do get burnt out on wrestling.
Oh, she already got
Like-
me sick. Damn it.
Yeah, he's already got theirs. But yeah, people do get burnt out on wrestling like crazy now. Like, I remember seeing people that even when wrestling that was really good at the time, IWL. When they had main events like with Joey Ryan, Amazing Red, the Young Bucks, all these guys, and it was an amazing main event. But a lot of the crowd was dead because, well, people were leaving too because it was a 5-hour freaking event.
That's true.
So it's like people will want to leave after a while. I believe that how Producer D was saying, split it up and watch it at a different time. Yeah, that's amazing. I will freaking watch like that constantly. At times, I can't watch 5 hours of wrestling. And
When I go to
wrestling.
an event like that, I have to take turns sitting and standing because I can't stand
Exactly.
in a place like that.
You guys need.
Freddie Havoc wants to hear Sandra say, "I'm Batman."
Say it. Say it.
That's why I giggled.
Do it. Do it.
I am Batman.
She tried. She tried so hard.
Say, too deep, daddy.
Oh my gosh. Y'all need to
Say
stop.
too
up,
deep,
bro?
Roman.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Oh, broad.
Do you guys, here's another thing I read that was trending. Do you guys think that Brie Bella and Maurice are going to be able to make post-baby comebacks?
I hope
I don't see
Maurice,
why not.
yes.
Mickey James did it.
That's true.
But Mickey James is like up here, level-wise, skill-wise, and they're like,
Well,
like,
the rumor
I
is
hate to
Brie
be the
Bella is
dick, but,
already
like,
trying to return.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brie,
But, like,
Brie Bella is already,
If you watch
already
Total
actually
Divas,
training again,
it's basically
and
what
she's already
trying
en
to
route to do
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Do you remember when she left and everyone was like, yay? You know, like,
I'm still yay.
there's a reason, you know, and then Maurice, like, no one even noticed that she left. Like,
I noticed when Maurice left. I missed her.
oh my God.
I like her as a manager.
When you.
I like Maurice as a manager. I don't think she would make it as a diva. I don't think she has the
She-
skill
yeah, she
to
can.
back
No,
the
diva-
technical.
No. Diva wise, she would have been perfect with like the divas with Brie and Nikki and like all of that.
The attitude fit.
Yeah, like she was
Well,
good
that's
for.
what I mean.
She was
She's-
misplaced, but now we're actually getting like
Real
top
wrestlers.
quality workers. Like
Exactly.
why do we need models
Exactly.
that are trying to you know get back into it when these people are actually passionate for the wrestling?
Right.
Like, I
And
don't.
they have the technical ability to back their pizzazz, you know?
Yeah, like they have.
They're
the
the whole
passion and the
package.
drive
They're
to
not
do what
just
they're
one or
doing.
the other, you know?
Yeah.
I definitely feel like
I believe
Maurice
they honestly.
was getting good at like promos. I feel like if she came back as a manager, she would be successful.
I feel like she has
Um,
one character so far, and it's just that like.
Honestly, my honest
But she
opinion.
does it good.
But she
my,
does it good.
My honest
She
opinion,
does it
I
good.
think they can do it.
If you think about it, that's who her and the Miz are. You know, they're the perfect Hollywood couple.
She just can't be happy.
I believe they can do it. The
Right.
reason being is, again,
Right.
It
why
has to be both ways.
why can't they
I
have
agree.
that
She's
whole
so
successful
bored
run?
of this
Is
constant bitch like.
well, what do they say
Give me something
about
different.
time and
It's
distance?
like-
Time and distance makes the
Who-
heart grow fonder. These
Who was the
they're
woman
gonna
that was
put
always
effort in.
like,
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky Guerrero?
Vicky Guerrero.
She was never a wrestler.
No, yeah, she's
I know, but
she's always gonna have
same,
love.
same preference. You know what I mean?
No,
No,
because she had
no.
different. Because you'd love her because she went face and hill. She was in all constant.
I
hill.
know. I watched it, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is Maurice is the new WWE generation version.
Don't even.
She is,
don't,
though.
No,
She's not as
no.
good. She doesn't
Not
do
even
it
the s-
nearly as well.
Not even in the
She
same
doesn't even do as
category.
much.
It's not even the
stuff.
same category. It's a different type of character altogether.
Vicky Guerrero
But
is like the Anaheim Angels, and Maurice
think-
is like the fucking preschool t-ball team.
I understand that. But if you look at the WWE as a whole, like look at the whole Divas division, that's what's happened to all of them. They're fucking models. You know, there's nobody as good as Vicky Guerrero on the show anymore that does what Vicky Guerrero did. They're trying to get Maurice to do that same, to fill the same shoes that she
I
can.
don't.
No,
No,
it's
like
not.
that's completely
It's
a
totally
different.
It's
It's
we're-
completely
It's completely
different.
different
No.
roles.
It's
I-
two ballparks.
I
I'm not
understand-
saying they're
I
doing the
understand
same
what
roles.
you're saying, but they're not.
Yeah.
She's not the heel that.
Can we talk about Lana and how useless she is?
Lana's not useless.
Do what she's been doing this whole entire time.
Looking hot.
Yeah, but other than that,
I don't
she
know.
tried to wrestle. That didn't work out.
Really? I heard that she was doing pretty decent.
No.
And next you know.
No, the matches were god awful.
Oh, were they?
Yes.
None of them are up to par to what WWE used to be. That's my fucking point.
Jesus Christ.
Does that make sense?
Well, now it does.
Yeah, we were just weren't
You weren't
agreeing.
just-
That,
you
we
weren't-
just weren't agreeing
you
that
weren't-
her and
you weren't making that
Vicky
point
Guerrero
before.
weren't
I'm not
the same.
saying. I'm saying it's the same type of shoes they're trying to get her to fill, and she can't fucking do it.
And that's what we were disagreeing on. We're allowed to have opposite opinions.
We were just saying
We were
those
just
are not
giving
the
a
shoes.
different
We
opinion.
understand.
I'm disagreeing with the negative comment.
No, we're just disagreeing that it's not really the same to us. We see two different things when it comes to those people. We could disagree. We could have different opinions than you. That's what this is about, isn't it? Talking about wrestling and giving our opinions on this.
Yes,
Yeah.
but mine. You guys don't get what how I'm trying to compare them. Is what I'm saying.
I'm Batman.
I think
Yeah, send us fucking Batman.
We're just won the fucking internet.
unfortunately probably no one can hear what she's saying. So
Well, I turned her mic all the way up, so hopefully they at least get the.
I heard,
the rap. It's more.
Get the breath sound.
It's Morse
You
code,
guys-
folks.
I'm-
If you know Morse code, you understand what she's saying. Nah, you go back to breathing. Now you guys are talking like the chick from Pitch Perfect.
wait, I've never seen that movie.
You liar.
I've never seen that movie. No, I haven't seen the movie.
Well, now that we got the producer all pissed off, I feel like
Y'all always have me all pissed off. You don't do what I fucking say anyway.
We just disagreed.
I don't know, like
You
now
tell
you're-
us to
now
give
you're
our
throwing,
opinions.
now you're
Yeah.
throwing more curveballs at us.
Yeah, we were just disagreeing with something. We're allowed to have an opinion.
I'm not saying you're not allowed to have an opinion. I'm saying you're a fucking idiot. 'Cause you don't get what I'm trying to say.
No, I'm a fucking idiot because I don't agree with your opinion.
Exactly.
Basically, am I wrong on that?
Yeah,
That's
you're a
basically
fucking
what's going
idiot.
on right there.
Okay, but what I'm saying is our opinions. Never mind. You don't understand. Never mind.
I
I'm
have-
not even gonna try to fucking explain it to you.
I have a white shadow.
Randy Orton got bigger.
I feel like I'm supposed to. Man,
Hashtag Ed Alexander.
I'm gonna face Mikey a whole lot
Yeah,
in
they
January.
are.
Jesus. What? What was the comment? Were we fucking morons?
Thank you. Thank you.
Ha-
Everyone else understands what the fuck I'm trying to say. Apparently, it's just you fucking morons that don't.
Hey, all right, you know what? I'm walking off.
I
That's
knew
why
it.
it's gonna be the whole fucking time. I'm trying to give my fucking opinion. Working fucking here.
Our
How do you
opinion's
fucking
the
know
same
this?
thing as what
No,
y'all
I
fucking
was
get,
just trying to do
dumbass.
my fucking
Well,
job.
with
I'm
that-
fucking out. Fuck it.
Thank you
It's
for
simple as
joining
that.
us.
Shit.
I'm glad to be back for this
It's good to.
very first episode of the Cease and Assist show. Mikey walking in front of the camera. Join us next Tuesday, 9 o'clock, same channel, same time. Hopefully, different shenanigans.
You can't disagree. with
See you
someone
there.
who's